Welcome back. Jimmy and India are other places, and so Andrew and I are filling in the best we can. Comedian, host, and voiceover artist Alanzo Bodden will perform at Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington this weekend.
The veteran stand-up is a regular panelist on NPR's popular radio quiz program, Wait, Don't Tell Me, and hosted their stand-up comedy tour last fall. Joining us this morning to tell us more about himself is comedian Alanzo Bodden.
What can folks expect, Andrew?
I don't know. Alanzo? I don't know, Andrew. I'm kidding. I'm giving you a hard time.
I am
great. Yeah. It's going to be great. I haven't been to Lexington in a while. As I was telling you guys, as I was telling them off air, I was here the year after Tubby won the championship. So they said he's coming to the show. He has to come after it starts and leave before it ends, because if people find out he's here, show's over. Things go crazy. So I did an event with him 2 years ago, and he remembered that, and I was like, wow. I was flattered that he remembered. So so I've met basketball royalty here in Kentucky. So what more could you want in Lexington, right?
That is true royalty. I have a question. I want to know, like, you see all these videos that go viral about people throwing beers at a comedian or walking up on stage and trying to start an altercation. Have you had any circumstances like that?
I'm 6'3", 260.
Enough said.
Okay, that's fair.
They think about attacking the stage till they get to about the second row, and then they're like, let's hear what else he has to say. It's really a bad thing. It's unfortunate, and Will Smith unfortunately started the trend. But I haven't had that encounter. It doesn't happen often, but the fact that it happens at all is ridiculous. And if you're watching this, don't do it. Don't attack a comedian on stage, because you know what? We can fight, and we ain't scared of jail. I'm kidding, but no, it's not good.
How would you describe your form of comedy? If people have never heard you before, what can they expect?
Totally observational. I watched Society years ago. I realized that Society was funnier than me. So I talk more about society and what's going on than I do my life. So it's probably 80-20, 70-30 observation of personal. My latest special is called Stupid Don't Get Tired. And it don't. There's just so much going on.
There's so much
to talk
stupid?
about. Oh yeah, there's And I talk about it on the big societal level and on just in personal life. I don't know if you've ever been to one of these places, these cashless businesses. They're all right until the internet's down. And which I had a coffee shop, and then they were like, I'll pay cash. They were like, well, we can't take cash. And yeah, you can. That's legal tender for all debts. It's written on the cash. We can't take cash. So I stole the coffee because they don't have the internet. They can't report it. So it's a lot. There's a lot going on.
You can see so many comedy specials on TV. I've been to some in person, of course, and it's not the same, in my opinion. I think it's so different and so much more fun to be there live. How can people get tickets to your show?
Comedy Off Broadway. Just go to their website, comedyoffbroadway.com. I'm guessing I don't know the exact website, but just Google Comedy Off Broadway. I always tell people they can find anything about me. Just Google Comic Alanzo. It's either me or Christella Alanzo, and I'm the tall one.
I've often wondered with a comedian like anyone, any comedian, how much work goes into it in your particular case. How much of this is work and how much is spontaneous and just off the top of your head kind of a thing?
It depends on the show. I always have a loose set list in my mind, but then depending on where the show goes, I may skip that and just talk to the crowd, or there may be something crazy happen that day that I talk about. But it's, to your point, live comedy has such an energy that you can't capture on TV. It's in the moment. I work with a lot of jazz artists, and they're always telling me, yeah, man, that's jazz. You guys are improvising the whole time, which I consider, a huge compliment coming from them. But the energy kind of dictates the show, where I'm at and what's going on.
Well, I will not call you Andrew again. You didn't toss me out of here.
It's okay.
You could have picked me up and thrown me. That's how strong this guy.
Now here's something. This has been my whole life. Like Sam, I'm a comedian. I'm not violent. I played a bouncer on TV. Like when you're big, people say, "Uh-oh, if we don't laugh, he's going to beat us up." Yeah, that's bad for business. So no, you have nothing to worry about. There won't be any violence. Just if you don't laugh, Well, you will laugh because I'm funny. It's what I do. So don't worry.
Thank you
Sam.
so much.
Alonzo Bodden.
We appreciate you
Comedy
being here.
on Broadway.
Thank you, guys.
All right.